Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Gio the pool boy saves Trina. Intervenes during disturbing encounter. General Hospital, DHS spoilers reveal that Giovanni Giovanni Mazza, will score a new job during the week of June 3 to 7. Although Gio wants to be a concert violinist, he still needs to make some money in the meantime. It was mentioned that Gio's family members have a knack for both music and fixing cars, so there's a chance he'll become a mechanic eventually. However, DH writers seem poised to go with a different job for now, one that could put Gio and Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, and Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy orbit right off the bat. Since Olivia Quartermain, Lisa LaCicero, is co-owner of the Metro Court, Lois Cirillo, Rena Selfer may talk to her about hiring Gio there. It seems likely Gio will end up working at the pool, since that set will be back up during the week of June 3 to 7 as well. General Hospital spoilers say Trina will have a disturbing encounter while she's hanging out poolside with Jocelyn, so that could give Gio an opportunity to intervene. Gio the pool boy may come to Trina's rescue and leave her grateful along with Joss. As for who Trina might have a run-in with, it could be some random creep who's hitting on her, or perhaps Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, since encounters with him are always unsettling for Trina. Then again, it's possible Trina will bump into drunk Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, since he'll be going off the rails in the coming episodes. There may be a situation where Gio asks whoever's causing a scene and upsetting Trina to leave. Whatever the case, Trina will wind up getting a hug and plenty of comfort from Jocelyn once the trouble plays out. This ordeal will rattle Trina and threaten to ruin their day of fun in the sun. In the end, Trina may thank Gio if he indeed intervenes, and Jocelyn may thank him too for coming to her bestie's rescue. General Hospital spoilers say Gio will inevitably land in Jocelyn and Trina's orbit more often, so stay tuned for updates on any romantic predictions and love-related news that might be on the horizon. In the heart of Port Charles, the relentless summer sun blazed down on the pristine blue waters of the Corinthos family pool. It was a perfect day for a dip, but the serenity of the scene belied the turmoil brewing just beneath the surface. Gio, the pool boy, was diligently at work, his muscular frame glistening with sweat as he skimmed the surface of the water. He had been with the Corinthos family for a couple of years now, earning their trust and becoming an integral, though often overlooked, part of their household. Despite his seemingly mundane job, Gio was far more observant and resourceful than most gave him credit for. That afternoon, as he adjusted the chemical levels in the pool, he couldn't help but notice Trina Robinson, one of Port Charles' most beloved young women, sitting alone by the water's edge. Trina was usually the life of any gathering, her infectious laughter and bright personality lighting up any room. But today, there was a shadow in her eyes, a tension in her posture that set Gio on edge. Trina had come to the Corinthos estate seeking solace. The past few months had been a whirlwind of emotions, with personal betrayals and public confrontations leaving her feeling vulnerable and exposed. She thought the quiet solitude of the poolside might offer her some peace. However, she had no idea that she was being watched. From his vantage point, Gio noticed a figure lurking behind the pool house. It was Cyrus Renault, the notorious crime lord with a vendetta against the Corinthos family. His presence here could mean nothing good. Gio's heart rate quickened as he saw Cyrus inching closer to Trina, who remained oblivious to the impending danger. Cyrus had a reputation for ruthlessness, and his beef with the Corinthos family was well known. Gio knew he couldn't allow whatever Cyrus had planned to unfold. He quickly weighed his options. Calling for help might take too long. He had to act immediately. Gio set his equipment aside, and with a calmness that belied his racing thoughts, began to approach Trina. As he did, he discreetly pulled out his phone and sent a quick cryptic text to Sonny Corinthos, alerting him to the situation. He knew Sonny and his men would understand the urgency. "Hey Trina," Gio called out as he neared her, his voice casual but friendly. "Everything okay? You look like you could use a friend." Trina looked up, startled out of her thoughts, and gave him a small, grateful smile. "Hey Gio. I'm just, thinking about stuff. Trying to clear my head." "Well," Gio said, lowering himself to sit beside her, "sometimes it helps to talk it out. You never know who might be willing to listen." As they conversed, Gio kept one eye on Cyrus, who had paused his advance, clearly recalibrating his approach. The crime lord seemed to be assessing Gio, trying to decide if the pool boy was a threat. Gio could feel the weight of Cyrus's gaze, but he remained outwardly relaxed, determined not to show any signs of the anxiety roiling within him. Just then, Cyrus made his move. He stepped out from behind the pool house, his face twisted into a sinister smile. "Trina, my dear," he drawled, his voice oozing with feigned concern. "I didn't expect to see you here." Trina's body tensed at the sight of him. "Cyrus, what are you doing here?" she demanded, her voice shaky but defiant. "Oh, just checking in on an old friend," Cyrus replied smoothly. "I've been worried about you. It's not safe for you to be alone these days." Gio stood up, placing himself between Cyrus and Trina. "I think you should leave," he said firmly, his voice steady. "This is private property, and you're not welcome here." Cyrus's eyes narrowed, a dangerous glint flashing through them. "And who might you be to tell me what to do?" "Just a concerned employee," Gio replied, his stance unwavering. "One who knows when something's not right." Before Cyrus could respond, the sound of approaching footsteps reached them. Sonny Corinthos, flanked by his loyal enforcer, Jason Morgan, emerged from the main house. The sight of them was both a relief and a warning to Cyrus, who knew better than to confront Sonny on his own turf. "Cyrus," Sonny said, his tone deceptively calm. "I think you've overstayed your welcome. It's time for you to leave." Cyrus glared at Gio, then shifted his gaze to Sonny. "This isn't over, Corinthos," he snarled, before turning on his heel and stalking away. As soon as Cyrus was out of sight, Sonny turned to Gio and Trina. "You okay, Trina?" he asked, his voice softening with concern. Trina nodded, though she was still visibly shaken. "Yeah, thanks to Gio." Sonny gave Gio a grateful nod. "You did good, Gio. We owe you one." Gio shrugged, trying to downplay his actions. "Just doing my job, Mr. Corinthos." But Trina wasn't having it. She reached out and squeezed Gio's hand. "No, Gio, you really saved me." "Thank you." Gio smiled at her, feeling a warmth spread through him. In that moment, he realized that he was more than just a pool boy. He was a protector.